Today, we are going to be giving you 3 reasons why you should be excited about the Yankees and 3 red flags that we've seen so far this season.
Let's start it off with Ben Rice for one of the good things. He has just been phenomenal. His Baseball Savant page is identical to Aaron Judge, and anytime you can compare yourself to Aaron Judge, you're doing something right. So Ben Rice has been an A++ this season.
Absolutely. 96.7 exit velocity in the 100th percentile and hard hit percentage. He's batting 306. He had the clutch home run yesterday, has 3 homers on the year, even has a couple stolen bases as well in a 1.086 OPS. Ben Rice has been really, really exciting, Christian. And if he continues to hit, he's going to force the Yankees' hand because he's thriving wherever the Yankees put him in the lineup. And if he's not going to get taken out of the lineup when Giancarlo Stanton comes back, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Are the Yankees going to have a platoon situation? But the way this guy is hitting right now, you are not pulling him out of the lineup, and he could thrive in that leadoff spot. We could see as the season goes on that he could be the everyday Yankees leadoff hitter.
He could. To switch it over to the bad things, and we can kind of group these into one. We had one as the starting rotation, one is getting not enough length from the starters, but essentially we have a starting pitching problem. And it's not like it came out of nowhere. As soon as Cole went down, we knew we were going to be in a bit of trouble. And then you add Heel and Schmidt onto that. Like, it makes sense. So it's not necessarily like it came out of nowhere and it ambushed us, but it is a problem. The good news is we do have Clark coming back within probably a week or two. And, we have Heel to look forward to in the summer. So it is a problem right now, but when you look at the injuries and also that the fact that you have the trade deadline to upgrade, I don't know if it's a necessarily a long-term concern.
Long term, maybe not, but at the end of the season, it could become one because a lot of the Yankees starters aren't giving them any length, right? Max Fried looks really solid. We don't know what we're going to get out of Rodon right now, and the rest of the rotation just not giving any length. So the Yankees continue to use that bullpen, more frequently. We'll see what happens as the season goes on. We don't want any tired arms, but look, you're definitely right, Christian. They lost Garrett Cole, their ace. Clark Schmidt had an ERA under 3 last season, and Luis Heel won Rookie of the Year. So their depth was certainly being tested, and it's not the best right now. But hey, they're surviving. They're 7-5, but that definitely is a concern that we've seen so far early on in the season. For something that's going right, though, Christian, for the Yankees is the long ball. The Yankees are currently second in all of baseball with 26 home runs. But the Dodgers are in first with 28, but they've played 14 games. The Yankees have only played 11 because the Dodgers had the Tokyo series, so they played an extra series there. And obviously, hitting home runs in the regular season is going to win you games. In 2022, the Yankees led Major League Baseball in home runs. They went to the playoffs. They won their division, had a first-round bye. And in 2024, the Yankees led the league in home runs, and they won their division, had a first-round bye. So look, it might not always work in the postseason trying to manufacture runs every single time with the long ball, but there's no denying the numbers point out that if you hit a lot of home runs, you are going to win a lot of games, and the Yankees have done that so far. So if that trend continues, the Yankees are going to have a lot more wins, and they're going to be in a good spot at the end of the season.
To go back to the concerns, Devin Williams has just been downright terrible to start the season. And I don't know if it's similar to the rotation. I don't know if this is necessarily a long-term concern because he's been great his entire career. Although, just as a massive Yankee fan, I'm worried. Luke Weaver is probably the only person in the bullpen right now that I'm truly, truly comfortable with. And that was kind of supposed to be Devin Williams. So we'll see if he can figure it out. I think it's after 2 weeks of games, I think it's a little bit early to be saying that we might have a big problem, but he has to figure it out. That's bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. There is some good news, though, on that front. If you look at his career splits, he has a 3.86 ERA in March and April. But look, Devin Williams has said he's not injured, but he doesn't feel 100% like himself. I don't know exactly what that means or what's the issue there for the Yankees, but it's going to be interesting to see. And the Yankees are going to need Devin Williams to step up. They don't want to see more Clay Holmes, more Aroldis Chapman. This is supposed to be the year that the Yankees finally find their closers. So hopefully Devin Williams can figure it out and get back to his normal self. Another good thing, though, Christian, that we've seen so far in the early season is Paul Goldschmidt, and he's just been fantastic for the Bronx Bombers. In 47 at bats, he's batting 383 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and a 942 OPS. He's in the 100th percentile in expecting batting average. He just looks locked in up there at the plate. And the last couple seasons, with Anthony Rizzo at first base, the Yankees weren't getting the production they have hoped for. And it looks like they have unlocked someone with Paul Goldschmidt. And that's going to help because they need as many good right-handed hitters in their lineup as they can. And we'll get to that in a second. But Paul Goldschmidt's providing right now, and he's playing baseball at an elite level.
He is. I was excited for him before the season. He has lived up to my expectations, if not Pat exceeded them. He looks awesome. Just such a calming presence in the Yankees lineup, in the field. I love everything about this guy. And no, not a diss to Rizzo, but what an upgrade from last year. And really, I guess the final thing we're concerned about is just the right-handed hitting that the Yankees are producing right now. We've seen them struggle against former Yankee Andrew Heaney, Tariq Skubal. It's just they're not really getting it done. I will say Giancarlo Stanton coming back helps that a tremendous amount, but also we don't know if we can count on him. I don't know if it's, I guess, all these concerns. I don't know if they're long-term concerns. Like Aaron Judge usually crushes lefties. The Yankees have multiple reverse splits guys in their lineup too. But so far, that's just kind of been the burden on the Yankees lineup, left-handed starting pitchers. So we'll see if that gets worked out.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a lot of left-handed hitters in that lineup. Something new that we haven't seen. It's always been the opposite for the Yankees. Stanton coming back will help them, but they definitely need more right-handed bats in that lineup, and they have to figure out a way to hit against left-handed starting pitchers.